Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This defensive front just ran. In the backfield, he'll lose 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up.
It's a foul on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the air, it's Underwood. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. Finds a spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Knight. Lets it fly. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I just throw it again.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it. Get what you can get.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they have the first points of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Extending the play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like third and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on third and long.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Knight. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen,
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it up to 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. They'll go to the air. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. Fights off and just dismissing tackles. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble play.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. The sure hands, it's Stewart. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another Another productive play on this drive. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilcox. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
So nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top-5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They go right back to it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A low line drive and short kick. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The RPO, it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. But this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to pass. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of down.
Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Look at the big play hole. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick with it. You got to keep playing, keep chasing. These QBs can do this. You watch them scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down toward the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Simmons. Touchdown, Auburn! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Flyers downfield. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air. It's Underwood. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Got him and nobody's close. There he goes to the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Number 3 on the day. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashley. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Thompson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He breaks a tackle.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Wants to pass the clock an enemy. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.